morning. Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
This is the KP Watershed Channel.
Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey everybody, welcome back. I told you that theme song was going to be good, and there is more where that came from. I'm glad you came back for episode 2. Every one gets easier from here, right? This is going to be probably a pretty short episode. I was all dressed up like this already for work today, so figured might as well do some recording, get some more stuff in the can. Really, the goals of today's episode number 2 are as follows. Number 1, I wanted to introduce the Two States podcast, which you can find on SoundCloud. I'll put a link in the description right down there. We might get Two States Mike into this video too. We'll see if that happens. I'll leave you in suspense for now. But I want to introduce Two States, a podcast that I am one half of. If you like these videos, you might like the podcast too. So I want to introduce that. If you want, check it out. If you don't want to, that's your choice. That was number 1. As you heard, we got a working theme song, was number 2. And what was number 3? There was a number 3. Oh yes, I wanted to, while I was dressed up like this, wanted to record some outros for future videos to have that thing. I don't even know what it's called, that YouTube thing where like you can click on a box like here or here and it takes you to a different video or to a link. I don't know how to do that yet on YouTube, but tonight I'll figure that out. And so the other goal of this video is to record a bunch of those takes to be used at later dates. That's it. That's the agenda for this video. Let's go ahead and get started. What did I say was first? Oh yes, Two States. Two States is a podcast that started in the year 2013. It takes place in 2 states, one of those states being New York presently, the other being North Carolina. The hosts of the podcast are yours truly, KP, and Mike, one of my closest and oldest friends who used to live in Connecticut with me. Now he lives in North Carolina, so we talk about our travels to various states of the Union. We talk about pop culture. Recently we've been talking a lot of Game of Thrones. Lots of fun stuff in there. It's a good time. I think you might enjoy it. So it's worth checking out. And, well, let's see if I can do one of those links now. Ready? Here is, I'm going to move over here, and then if I can, we'll put the box right here. All right, here's the box. Click this, and it should open up the Two States podcast. If there's no box there, I couldn't figure out how to do it. Hopefully, it can't be that hard, right? So that's Two States. I'll put that box up again later. And if there is time, we'll get Mike into this video too. I'd like to get some guests involved with these videos here on the channel, here on the Chan. So why not start today, right? Number 2 was the theme song. You heard it earlier. I don't think I'm going to play it again now. There will be other variations, other iterations still to come, so you can look forward to that. But unlike episode 1, here in episode 2, everything is coming together. We got a theme song, so we can celebrate that. I don't have a drink, but if you're drinking, you can toast to the new KP Watershed theme song. And number 3 was the outro. Let's get to the outro in a second. I am going to cut here and cut back in with Two States Mike, our very first ever guest on the KP Watershed channel. How exciting is that? Our first guest ever. So let's go ahead and cut to that. I don't know, you can say no, but would you have any interest in doing some cross-platform Menage a Pod and being the first ever guest on the KP Watershed YouTube channel?
Think about it. I'll think about it. Kind of put me on the spot here in front of our giant audience, Keith.
You don't have to be on video. I could just put you on speakerphone.
All these people listening.
All right, fair enough.
Well, let me ask this, and then I think we can close out.
Okay.
If somebody leaves a comment on your YouTube channel, will they get a prize?
What was the question?
if somebody leaves a comment on your YouTube channel, will they get a prize? The same way we're offering.
No, that does not count. You have to. We've laid out the rules for the Two States contest. It's got to be a comment on SoundCloud or an email to twostatespodcast@gmail.com. And I need to be strict about that, Mike, because I've actually I've had the same contest going for the YouTube channel too. So if you
I see. Because for what I was trying to get at was is Two States being more generous than the YouTube channel, but it seems like there's equal generosity. So, fantastic. Well, I know what I'm going to do right now. I am going to go listen to your YouTube channel and start making some dinner, I think.
Good shit. Well, it's been a good episode. It was a good season of Game of Thrones. I think this is a good enough place for us to call it a podcast.
Let's call it a podcast, and Two States Nation, read the fucking books. Read the books.
Don't read the books.
That's all I'm
Don't
saying.
do it. Does that make a difference? Yeah, it does. The lighting looks better now.
Starting with the man in the mirror. Oh, yeah. Change his ways.
Hey there! Thanks for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Hey, if you could, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. It would really help me out. And if you want to see the video that comes next, well, you can't because I haven't recorded it yet. But when I have recorded, I will put up a link right here. There you go. You can click on that to see the next video in the series. Down here, this will take you to the previous video. And down here, right over here, click this to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. And hey, for a limited time, if you subscribe to this channel and send me a message or leave a comment, I will put your name into the credits or somewhere into the episode. I can't do that forever, I'm sorry, but for our very first subscribers, let's say the first few dozen, we will extend that possibility for you to get involved, to be a part of the show. So how exciting is that? That's take one.